Hey guys, what is up? It's your pal Dave back live in the lab on YouTube. I'm sure. Okay. So this is my first stream on YouTube. So I've been doing this on Twitch for a while, but I don't know, Twitch has got its problems, its downsides, and I thought I would give YouTube a try. So this is my first try, and if it works out, maybe I'll stay. If not, we'll go back to Twitch. No big deal. So welcome. I hope everything goes okay, because I've never used this service before for live streaming. Apparently there's some chat. Feel free to chat if you have any questions or just want to say hi. And all right, let's get into what I'm doing today. So this is what I'm doing today. This is the same thing I worked on in my last stream, but I've made some progress. So we're going to keep going. So what I'm basically doing, this is a Digitech Whammy pedal, and it's an effect for changing the pitch of your guitar. It's got a pedal you can rock back and forth that basically sets the pitch. But the cool thing is this new model comes with a MIDI input. So what we can do is build a little circuit to send MIDI commands to this and control it remotely in ways that you could probably never do manually. So my little circuit here, I've got a TNC 3.1. I've got a MIDI input, a MIDI output, and basically I could feed, say, MIDI commands in from Ableton. We got some people in the chat. Sandy, chat, hello. Pete. Hey man, thanks for your channel and website. Cool projects, thanks. Thank you, Pete. Welcome. Wow, this is working out pretty good already. So we're gonna keep going with this. So the idea is I can, say, hook this up to Ableton or something, send commands in, program some crazy effects, have this go out to the pedal and control it. So I got it kind of working last time, but now we're going to refine it a bit, and we came up with a good idea, the people in the chat and myself, which was, let's make it pitch controllable. So you could technically hook it up to a keyboard and play notes, and your guitar would follow those notes, if that makes any sense at all. But that's what I'm trying to do. So this is why I've got this crazy setup going here. So what's going on? I've got this guy. This is a little Korg SQ1 sequencer that's basically just spitting out a single note into here. The output of that is going, let me change my thing here. Okay, so the output of that is going into a MIDI monitor that you can see over there. And I can basically see exactly what's going on in the MIDI stream. And then the output of the MIDI monitor is going into the pedal, so actually making the changes. I also have a keyboard here. Man, this is complicated. A keyboard sending audio into the pedal. The output of the audio is going into this tuner. So what I found was there's no reliable mathematical way to set the pedal in a musical way that's in tune, right? So you have to kind of do it by ear a bit, and I'll show you what I've got so far. So here's the Arduino sketch. Now this byte array is basically all the notes. So we're going for a 2-octave scale. So 0 is the equivalent of the pedal being all the way down. So that would be no change. 127 is the equivalent of the pedal being all the way up. So that would be 2 octaves, right? And in between, there's a whole bunch of notes we got to figure out. So the values I kind of put in are placeholders. You know, I just kind of took an estimate, and each note's like a little out of tune one way or the other. So we just have to figure out a way to actually make this in tune. So it plays a 2 octave scale that corresponds to the MIDI input. Does that make sense? It hardly makes sense to me. Okay, so I got to do a couple of things. So what I was thinking is I'm going to modify this sketch a little bit. Let's save it as a new thing. So let's call it calibrate. And we're going to add some buttons to this. And what I thought, this is what I thought, and hopefully this makes sense, is I'm going to add a couple of buttons. One, when I press it, it's going to increase the pedal deflection, and the other will decrease it. And that way I can tune in and check on my tuner to the exact correct note that will give me the pitch I want. Simple? Sure. We'll see. So let's get a couple of buttons going. All right, let's go back here. So we just got to wire up a couple of buttons. And if you guys aren't familiar with the Teensy, it's a really cool kind of Arduino compatible chip, but it does more. It handles USB communication a lot better. So I'm digging it. I like it. So we've got, we're using the TX and RX pins for our MIDI communication. So our next available pin is pin 2. So why don't we use that? And we'll use this first button will go into pin 2. All right, the second button, I just need some jumpers. Yeah, I need smaller hands. All right, so we connect one side to ground, the other side, let's move this over here out of the way a bit. The other side will go to pin 3. Make sense? Okay, so now we have to set up our new pins. So we're going to pin mode, mode, and that's pin 2. And that's going to be an input. And we're going to use input pull up. And what that does, when you connect a resistor, or sorry, a button to a microcontroller, you need some kind of resistor in there to control the current. Otherwise, you just be creating a short circuit when you hit the button, which is not good. So when the Teensy board and Arduinos in general have a built-in resistor that you can enable if you just type in input pull up as the type. So that's pin 2. Let's do pin 3. Same thing. Good. Okay, so there we go. There's our 2 buttons. Now, here's the rest of the code, and we'll kind of go over this in a sec. So a lot of this is commented out because I've just been testing various stuff. So right now, the main loop, the only active command is this MIDI.read. So what that does is it basically checks your MIDI import to see if there's any messages coming in. And the way you would need to set up your program is it's going to loop and check this very fast, so it won't miss any messages. But we're not going to do that right now, or are we? Yeah, we need that. Okay, so we have to check our buttons as well. And before we do that, I should make a global variable just to make it easy. We'll call it byte. This is going to hold my CC value, we'll just call it. So this is kind of a temporary thing just for this test. Okay, and since I put it up here as global, that means I can access it from anywhere in the program. So down here, after our MIDI read, we're going to do a digital read. So if, small case I hate typing live on stream. It's really tough. You know, like stuff you can normally do takes you forever. Digital read. Yeah, okay, pin 2. So if digital read 2, so if, sorry, digital read 2, if digital read 2 equals low, so low in this case means on. So when I push the button, the line's going to go low, and that means I've actually pushed it. Let's see. Yeah, I could do it that way. Let's do another if statement. It's kind of messy, but that was my thing. CC value. There's nothing like the thrill of watching someone type in code. That's what I always say. CC value is greater, no, is, yeah, greater than 0. Because I don't want to go below 0. Like my MIDI range that I can have is 0 to 127. So if it's above 0, CC value equals, yeah, we'll just go CC value minus. That will decrease CC value. Oops. All right, now I'll do the same thing if for digital read. I'm just going to copy and paste because typing is no fun. Digital read 3 equals low, and CC value is less than 127. Did I do that backwards? Yeah, we want to, no, I did that right. So we're going to go down with that one. We're going to go up with this one. If CC value equals blah, 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 yeah. Okay, good. Let's do a quick verify to see what I messed up. Nothing. That's good. Okay, so now we go to our MIDI handle note on, right? So this is the function that is called every time a MIDI note hits my teensy board. So right now I'm just sending control change, and I've got a little thing that converts the pitch and all that, but we're going to get rid of that. And I just want to send CC value. So the way this works, this is a control change command. The CC control number is 11, which is what this needs, right? This pedal's on channel 11 or CC 11. CC value is the number we're going to send, and 1 is the MIDI channel. All right, so let's see if I did all that right. Okay, good. Good. Okay, so let's upload it and see what we break. All right, it's uploading. I just have to do a little reset. Okay, very cool. Now, so you can see here, or maybe you can't. Let me. So this is what's being put out right now. So let's move this down to. Now it's kind of hard to see, but let's break down what's going on. So the note, this note command here, is what this box is sending out, right? The CC expression and is on channel OB, which is hex for 11, with a value of 0, is what my thing is sending to the whammy pedal. So if I push this, and everything is good, yeah. Let's see here. Okay, good. So when I push that, I managed to. Why is it going to 7F? Good Lord. Yeah, so it should technically go to 1. But at least we verified our buttons are working. So that's a good thing. So this part of the construction is boring, but once we get it done, then things are just going to be so exciting. You won't believe it. And I won't believe it. So digital read C equals low. CC value plus, if CC value is less than 127, equals low CC value plus. All right, that's just, that's strange. All right, get all my equals. Let me see why we're doing this. This is all the fun of programming. Okay, let's go a little faster so I can see what's going on here. Oh, I get it. I think because I'm not delaying, that it's probably reading it so many times. That's actually yeah, so it's actually reading it way too many times. Okay, just for a test, I'm going to add delay. And we'll put one in each. So what it will do after it does this, it's going to delay, which will give me a chance to get my finger off the button. Let's do 500 start. It's kind of a cheap and nasty way to do kind of debouncing. All right, let's try that. And hopefully that will fix the problem. Okay, so let's go back. Where are we? Our MIDI thing. There we go. So now you can see that our thing is on 1, and if I go up again, it should go to 2, 3, 4. If I go the other way, 3, 2, 1, 0. Great. Okay, cool, good. All right, so now we can start the really tedious, boring part is we have to map out our things, our notes, our array. What am I talking about? Need some paper. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this. So right now I'm setting out a note that should equal C. So the note coming in from my keyboard is C, and on my tuner you can see it's C, right? The next note we want to go to, now as I move up, now you see how as I push this button, I'm actually getting sharper, right? Because I'm actually, in this thing's mind, I'm pushing the pedal. See, as I push it, it would make the note go sharp, like higher, right? So what I want to do is I want to push that until I get to the next note, which is D sharp. Or sorry, C sharp, D flat. And so that, let me go back to my split screen. So at 6, at MIDI CC 6, you can see I'm a little sharp. So let's go down 1. And MIDI CC 5, I'm a little flat, but not quite as much. And one thing I've found, especially with guitars, is if you're going to be out of tune a little bit, it's better to be a little flat than a little sharp, because when you hit the string, it tends to go sharp and then kind of to the natural pitch. So you're always going to be, as you're playing, a little sharp. Okay, so now we can start writing our super fun array. So we start with 0, which is the low C, right? And we just figured out that, what did we figure out? 5 is going to be C sharp, okay? And then we'll keep going. So C sharp, our next note is D. So now we're on to D. All right, so what is that? That's 0B, which is 11, and that's pretty close. Now if I go back to 0A, that's a little flat. So, you know, the way this works, like we're not going to be able to get exact tuning, right? So we just got to kind of go with our best, the best we can do. Okay, so D, and it's 0B, which if you don't know, equals 11 in decimal. And we're kind of writing our array in decimal, so there you go. All right, so we gotta just keep going with this. So next note, D sharp. So we're gonna go up. So this is mixing the thrill of tuning with the thrill of programming. Oh yeah, that's really close. That's a nice one. So what is that? Where am I? What am I doing? 1 0. So 1 0, and remember we're in hex, so it's not 1 0. It's 1. It's actually decimal 16. All right, now let's keep going. We only have. Good thing is we only have to do this once, and then we can go on to some fun stuff. Where am I doing? Where am I going? Okay. So we're going to E next. See the things I do for you guys? Like, seriously. All right, getting there. That's a little flat. That's a lot sharp. Let's go back. So I think that is our best bet. So that's 1 5 in hex, which will equal 21 in decimal. Next note is F. All right, getting there, a little flat, a tiny bit sharp, a little is better. Yeah, I would say that's better. That's better. So 1B. You sunk my battleship. 1B equals 27. F 27 for you people playing at home. F sharp is next. Isn't this a thrill? This is why engineers get paid big money. They have to do this kind of stuff. F sharp, we got a good, nice one. That's 2 0. In hex, that's 32 in decimal. And we're up to G. In there. That's a little too sharp. Let's go back. G 25. It's 37 in decimal. Yep. All right. G sharp. See, this is like the thing on like cooking shows where they'd be like, well, luckily we already have one in the oven baked, so you don't have to watch this boring process. But I don't have that. So that's 42. 42. D sharp. And we got A. Yeah, that's pretty good. What are we at? 30. Goes 48. In decimal. Where are we at? A sharp. That's good. 35 is 53 in decimal. B. Getting there. B is 3A, which is 58. C. So this is 1 octave of C. 1 octave down, 1 more to go. Yeah, let's do that. So 40. There's 64 in decimal. And then let's go down. So we got C sharp. So this is an octave. We're into our second octave now. That's great. Perfect. $69. Okay, good. D. I'm just going up with impunity now. Let's go back. D is 4A, which is 74 in hex. Decimal, sorry. D sharp. Yeah, it's kind of not really any good position. So let's go on the flat side. D sharp 4F. 79. E. Oh, we're getting so close I can taste it. That looks pretty good. Where how about this one? No, it's a little too low. E. Yeah, we'll go there. 55. 85 in hex. Decimal. Sorry. All right, F. Getting to the end. Then we can have some actual fun. Yeah, that's great. Perfect. Right on. 5A equals 90. F sharp. So it's one of those ones that doesn't want to match exactly, so we'll go on the flat side. 5F equals 95. G. So what I'm thinking for this project is I want to do kind of two modes, and one will be this mode. Where are we? G. That one's kind of splitting the difference. And we'll go a little sharp. So one will be this mode where you can actually change the pitch in a scale-like fashion, and the other will have some preset little things, you know, like a sweep up or sweep down or something that you can just trigger. And between the two, I think it will be pretty cool. Where are we? G sharp. That's pretty good. 6A is 106. All right, almost done. A. And I was trying to think of a clever way to do this, but there isn't, or maybe I'm not clever enough to figure it out. Either way, this is just one of those things you got to do. 111. A sharp. So kind of nothing falling exactly where I want it, but we'll go to the closer one, so it's 75, which is 117. Last one. We're at B. That one's good. That's perfect. 7A, which is 122. And then finally, the last C will be 127, which is the highest value. Oh, we're done. Okay, great, great. Okay, so let's get rid of that. And let's pull up this. Who's that? Declan. Thank you, man. Thanks for subscribing. Awesome. Oh yeah, this is a cool thing. If you subscribe or anything, you get to come up on the screen. Craziness. Fun bells and whistles. Let's see. So let's take this. We got this. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to a slightly older version of this. That's Sean Smith. Thank you, man. Thanks for subscribing. You won't regret it. Hardly ever. Okay, let's see. So here's my old version. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my buttons there. So I'm just going to put the just initialize the buttons. All right, we don't have to use them, but I'm probably going to use them later. So there you go. And now we can fill out our chart. Where are you? With our new exciting hand-picked values. 21. So I got some of them right. So 27, 32, 37, 42, 48, 53, 58, 64, 69, 74, 79, 85, 90, 95, 101, 106, 111, 117, 122, 127. All right, so that should be our notes all in tune as best as we can get it. Now we can actually do something fun, hopefully. All right, let's upload it and see what happens. All right, are you uploading? Come on. Okay, we're uploaded. Okay, cool. So let's get rid of our tuner and we'll plug this into here. So that's our guitar amp. And we'll turn on our preamp here. So that sound you're hearing is the note coming from this keyboard. Now, so you notice as I change the pitch of this guy, I'm actually changing the pitch of this. So this is not changing pitch. I'm actually changing the pitch for this. So let's try this. Okay. I want this one here. Why is it? Okay, so now I got these set to different pitches. And you see we're getting some mental kind of stuff going on. So let's try this. Okay, here we go. So we got a weird kind of melody going. So let's get rid of the synth. Let's do this with guitar. Sounds like a country hoedown. All right, let's get some distortion going so we can have some more fun with this. There you go. One hand. You try to do that with your legs. All right, success. Nice. Okay, so that's kind of proof of concept. country. Okay, cool. So that's kind of phase one. Now I'm going to try to control this with Ableton now. We'll see how that works out. So I got to do some rewiring. So let's get rid of this. All right, so the input of this will be the output. Man, sometimes you gotta really think about this stuff. Out of this, and all my cables are red, so I have no idea what's going where. See, out of this will go into the in of that. So my MIDI output from Ableton will go into the input. This cable's short. That's good enough. The input of this and the output of this should go into the input of this. And right now it's going in there. Okay, so let's open up Ableton. That probably sounds really nice for you guys. Let's see. So I was kind of playing around with this a bit. Okay. Sounds like a weird version of Ain't Talking About Love. Yes, it does. You know what? I could probably program that in too. That's the funny thing. All right, so let's see what we got here. So now I've got Ableton going. So I've got like just a little thing, like just a chromatic scale going up. Let's slow it down. Now where are we going with it? I never use Ableton, so I'm kind of, I gotta find my way around a bit. Where's the stupid... Okay, so we gotta find out where the MIDI output settings are on this. Anyone, Bueller? It's in properties. Let me just see here. Preferences. MIDI out. Port 8 on. Good. We got a signal coming out of there. It's coming out for sure. It's going in for sure. Going in there. So why did we lose our thing here? Alright, where's the stupid... view in out? There we go. So MIDI Express, port 8, yes, out. Lines, channel 1. So sending for sure. Out, going in. All right, I just gotta try for my own sanity. This back into here. What's that? Does MIDI in and out, shown by the yellow I/O fader icon on the far right of the screen, down by the master fader. All right, cool. This is tight, this one. That works. This is like the tightest MIDI jack of all time. There we go. So if we go out from 8, should be giving my well, that's just bizarre. Should work, but it's not. Oh yes, the story of my life. Let me just check preferences, make sure my things. Output. Oh, is it on? Yeah, it should be on. MIDI in from all ends. Channel 1. Express port. Express port 8. That's right. All right, that's bizarre. So I'm just missing something. I have no idea what. Let me see if I can run both of these together. Hold on a second. I think if I start this, I'll oh, I'm getting expression. Okay, works. I think I'm in the wrong register here. There we go. It's just my notes were in the wrong. All right, there we go. Let's do a major arpeggio. Alright, that's working. Good. Yeah, Dust Boy. So yeah, we got it going. Thanks for your help. Now, you seem to be an Ableton guy. How do I switch on snap to grid on this thing? Do you know? Do you have any idea? It used to, something's, I did something. Probably some easy way, some stupid setting that I'm missing. But anyways, that's at least we got it working. Now, what should happen if I shorten these notes? It should, you know, when there's no note, the pitch should go back to, you know, standard. Alright, that's pretty cool. So that seems to be working. Yay for me. trying to make some interesting rhythms, see what I can do with this. That's interesting. Let's go a fifth. I want to try something here. And that Extremer, snap grease control 4. Hold on a sec. I think I got it. Like, it seems to be doing what I want now. Kind of cool. You could do some neat stuff that you'd probably be really difficult to do. Option, snap to grid. It's totally grayed out, of course. All right, there you go. Thank you to Stromer for helping me out. What a nice guy. nice, pretty cool. Now let's see this one. So it's the chromatic scale. Let's move it up. We're at C2, has to be. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So it sounds like in tune to me. Like, I don't hear any notes there that are sticking out as really wrong. Alright, so let's try something crazy weird. So I'm just gonna see if I can download some weird classical thing. And we'll just see, we'll just throw like a MIDI file in here and see what this does with it. Wow! So let's legato this. And we gotta transpose it. It's gotta be an easy transpose, but Ableton, why don't I know how to use you? Gonna move everything down. Move it down around C2 to C4, I believe is the range. And wow. I am super talented. Speed it up. We have frickin' Ingve over here. Craziness. That's just cheating, really. Yeah, see, I want to see if we got Flight of the Bumblebee. That's gonna be way out of range, but let's see. So what do you say, Dust Boy, move all notes with arrow keys? All right. Let's see if I can be as smart as you are. Oh yeah, look at that. Once again, Dust Boy to the rescue. So I'll put the low notes here. So some of them are going to be out of range. I think my range is C2 to C4. But, you know, whatever. We'll see what happens. Are you ready for this? Let's go to... One thing I gotta do. So yeah, if I don't quantize all the notes together, it will you know, it will keep jumping back to the normal pitch, which will sound really bizarre. I think it's time to take this to the zoo. 3 monkeys with guitars and 3 whammy pedals. That's right. It's not about how good you can play, it's about technology. Oh my God. Well, that's something. There's yeah. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I think we've got it working, at least that part. So what other parts do I want to do? So this is going to be an ongoing project for a while, and eventually, hopefully I'm going to box it up and get all the code working and release it on the channel for you guys to build if you want. But you know, this whole idea with this live stuff is just so you can kind of see the process a bit, and I can get to know you guys and have a good chat, and you guys can help me out like a couple you did today, which is really great. Can't believe I'm playing this incredibly hard piece and talking at the same time. Okay, cool guys. That's really nice. So I think I'm gonna call it for tonight, but we'll go on with this. If you haven't subscribed, please do, because then you'll know when I'm doing this kind of nonsense. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out, everybody in the chat. Thanks, Dust Boy. Yeah, it was fun. It was good hanging out with you. And thanks for your help again. All right, guys, have a good one, and I will see you next time.